day 8 out of 140, and that's a full week complete. This is check-in day, and I just want to run through basically how the weeks went, let you know what the scale weight is, and let's see if there's any difference in the pictures for last week to this week. So in regards to how the weeks went, it couldn't have went any better, to be honest. There was some days where the cravings were pretty high for like snacks and stuff like that, because once you've been eating shit for a while and your body starts craving that sugar, the carbs, and then you cut it out completely. The first week, sometimes the first 2 weeks can be very challenging, but once you get past that, then like all those cravings start to disappear, and then that's when your new habits and that start to form. It can take anything up to 60 days to form new habits. Some people think it only takes 30 days, but remember, you're needing to break down the old habits to build the new ones, and with no stone was unturned this week. All the boxes were ticked, and I'm feeling good for it, to be honest, because I've got like, it's a lot more than about me now. Obviously, the news a few weeks ago that me and Paula are going to become parents, and like I said in a video last week, that I want to make sure that my kid looks at me as a superhero, looks at me as inspiration, and takes a lot of inspiration from me and motivation and all that shit. So you need to lead by example, and this is another big reason. Even if I didn't have a kid coming, I'd still be doing it, but it just gives you that extra drive, that extra hunger, and I want to achieve something special. So all the boxes were ticked: gym sessions, water, steps, cardio, everything. Nutrition was spot on, and the toughest day actually was yesterday after football, where like usually after football, before I started this, for a good few months there, I would end up getting a pizza or something shit and loads of snacks. So last night was pretty tough, but what we done was round at the pitches. We only stay 2 minutes round the corner, so Paula went and grabbed my food. We had it in a meal prep tub, and she brought it round. I ate it there after the game, which was a game changer, to be honest. Because you see other people eating food, people order McDonald's and stuff like that, and it can be tempting. But in regards to the scale weight, so we are down 1.5 for the week. I genuinely thought it might have been a little bit more, but I'm happy with that. Like the aim of the game over these like kind of next 20 weeks, just under 20 weeks, I need to be losing about a kilogram a week to get the goal. So we've started on the front foot here with getting 1.5 off, and the photos. So there's a massive difference in the photos. I'll flash the photos up on the screen, but on the picture last week, like this is where a lot of guys hold their fat. Like they obviously hold it in the midsection, but they also hold it round the hips. But I'm going to show you the side profile this week, because this is where you see the biggest change. So a lot of guys that are got the beer bellies, or just always over consuming in their calories, drinking lots of fizzy juice, feeling that bagged up, just look that swollen way. That's the way I was looking last week. Like I looked very, very bloated. Like you would wonder who's pregnant, me or Paula, for fuck's sake. But this week you can see it's came down massively. Now obviously there's still so much work to go, but it just shows you what a week of cleaning up your diet can actually do, and how big a change there is from last week to this week. So that gives me excitement, that gives me a buzz, like that gives you motivation. See when you start seeing those small changes, and that's actually quite a big change for week one. You need to remember, like I've been in shape most of my life, so it's not going to take long for my body to go back to where it was. Like muscle memory and stuff is a real thing, so once I start losing the weight, you'll start seeing the definition and stuff starting to come through, because I have spent years in the gym building muscle. And that's another thing I want to touch on as well. Even though I was eating shite for like 3 to 4 months like just overeating, over consuming, I still was training like 90%, and I was training 100% in the gym, but I was going to the gym about 90%. So kinda had a bit of an off season, a bit of a gaining phase. So I'm hoping, and I think I definitely have, because my strength has went through the roof. I think I've built some muscle under there over the past 3-4 months. So there's a silver lining. So when I do the cut, you're going to see that come out at the end. So that's basically it for this week's check-in. I just want to do this every Sunday. Talk to you how the weeks went. Be open and transparent if it's been a shit week, good week, days I've struggled, how I've had to overcome it, or if I failed, I'll be open and transparent with you. Show you the photos as well, the little changes, and just hopefully that motivates you a little bit as well, because I'm not doing I'm going to keep saying it, I'm not doing anything special. I've signed myself up as a client on my app. I'm putting all the data in. I'm following my plan. I'm following my nutrition plan. And it's that simple. And you're going to see me get incredible results. And see, the thing is, you can too. Like, it's no the hardest thing in the world. But a lot of people do just need that extra help. That extra pressure, like I've spoke about that before, where maybe a financial pressure where you invest in a coach, so you're actually spending the money, so it kind of makes you want to do it more, and you also have that person that you don't want to let down. A lot of my clients tell me that in their check-ins, that they look forward to it each week because they've got that extra pressure of, I don't want to let you down when it gets to the check-in each week, which is good. So that just might be what you're needing, or you might just need to get up and get moving and fucking cut out a lot of the shit that you're doing at the minute. So, nice chilled day today. Just watching the football, fucking the two games, the England game, Argentina game. I thought England were a little bit lucky, man. I thought Norway looked pretty decent, to be honest. Argentina game was could have went anyway at one point, and then I turned it off at extra time to put the UFC on, and then fucking Paddy finished him the first round, and then what happened to McGregor was just a freak accident, man. I actually feel fucking bad for him, but at the same time, that's part of his journey, that's part of his story. Everything happens for a reason. This is going to be the biggest test of his life, because I do feel that whole time through that last injury is where you seen most of the craziness that he got up to, because a lot of people don't understand how much of a dark place you can go into as a professional athlete when you get such a big injury and your livelihood is basically taken away from you. You can't train, you can't do what you feel like you're born to do. And obviously he's hyped this up for a big comeback. His kids were at the fight and shit like that, and it's sad, man. So hopefully he can come through it. Like, I know for a fact he'll be in a horrible place at the minute, but hopefully he comes through it bigger and better, as always. The bounce back's always bigger than the setback. So that's it, troops. Hope you've had a good week. I know a lot of you might be hungover or fucking sleep deprived because staying up to watch the fight and stuff like that, but get prepped today. Fail to prepare to fail. That is the fucking motto, and we look forward to getting stuck into tomorrow and having another belter of a week. See ya.